Right. There's been an interesting topic of discussion, and it's surrounding Chelsea's and Real Betis participation in the Europa Conference League. And before I start, just want to say massive congratulations to Chelsea on completing the entire UEFA box set. Like, I didn't think that could ever be achieved, and yet it's been done. So, once again, a massive congratulations to Chelsea. Now, the topic of discussion is that should clubs such as Chelsea and Real Betis be competing in the third tier tournament at all? Now, I was thinking about this ever since I came across a video from Miguel Delaney where he was voicing whether clubs such as Chelsea and Real Betis should be competing in such a tournament, given they play in leagues which are ranked really highly by UEFA. And I've just thought to myself that on the one hand, it's fair that both sides are qualifying for this tournament, but given the strength of Chelsea and Real Betis, it's like, for me, looking at both clubs in the Europa Conference League, it's like year 11s being put into a league of year 7s. And I'm aware I'm not giving the Europa Conference League the respect it deserves. I mean, we've seen West Ham win it a couple of years ago. We've seen like Olympiacos winning it last year. AS Roma were the inaugural winners. But to me, it just seems that both clubs are too big for that tournament. But they didn't finish well in the league last season. And it's one of the reasons why they're in this league at all. Now, thinking about the Conference League, I was led to believe that, or when the Europa Conference League came around, I thought to myself that yes, this is a tournament where teams who aren't in the big four leagues can compete in. And when AS Roma won it back in 2022, I was thinking to myself, okay, what's going on here? I thought this was a tournament for teams outside of the big four leagues. Like, what's AS Roma doing in this tournament? Like, even Jose Mourinho, he voiced that when his AS Roma side beat Leicester in that tournament back in the 21-22 season, he said that Roma versus Leicester was too big to be a Conference League fixture. And that's got me thinking about the clubs participating in that tournament. Like, I think back to last year when Olympiacos won it, and I always think to myself that I liked Olympiacos winning the Conference League, as they're from a league which isn't rated as highly by UEFA. Like, it's not rated amongst likes of the Premier League, La Liga, Bundesliga, or Serie A. I mean, the Greek Super League is not rated that highly, yet Olympiacos became the first Greek club to win a European trophy. Like, we haven't seen a Greek team win a European trophy of any sort since Greece won the Euros back in 2004. I was 8, yeah, that's long ago. But anyway, looking at the Conference League, I mean, it's a decent tournament, but I echo Miguel Delaney's thoughts on Chelsea's and Real Betis' his participation in the tournament, that given how highly La Liga and the Premier League are rated by UEFA, I really don't think that both clubs should really be participating in such a tournament. But I believe, for me, the Europa League is best for clubs such as Chelsea and Real Betis. Like, with all due respect, well, I say with all due respect, but that's not me being respectful. But on the other hand, we've seen the likes of West Ham from England winning it. Well, if you all know West Ham are from England. Like, what do I need to say from England? But anyway, we've all seen West Ham win it, and they don't compete in European football usually. So, so, so in that respect, English clubs should be competing in the Europa Conference League as well as Spanish clubs. But it's interesting because I think about the Europa League, and I said this earlier because I thought that the Europa Conference League would be a tournament for smaller sides, and whilst it is like seeing Olympiacos win it last year, West Ham 2 years ago. I mean, Fiorentina have been back-to-back finalists, and if you're a Fiorentina fan watching this, I really do apologise for reminding you that you've reached 2 finals in a row and lost them both. I've never known anything like that. But anyway, yeah, I thought this would be a tournament for smaller sides, which it is, but seeing Chelsea win the Europa Conference League, like, let's be honest, we all expected Chelsea to win the Conference League, like right before the start of the tournament, and in fact, Chelsea not winning the Conference League would be a disaster. Like, imagine if Chelsea got knocked out quarterfinals, semi-finals of the Europa Conference League. Like, that would be awful, like, for them. But they won it. But yeah, this is the time where I'm starting to ramble a bit now. But so I'll leave it with you now. What are your thoughts on the tournament? Should La Liga clubs and Premier League clubs really be participating in such a tournament? And if yes, why? If no, why? I mean, if you're a West Ham fan and you're watching this, yeah, I can sense your thoughts saying that, oh, why wouldn't Premier League clubs want to participate in it, considering you won it like 2 years ago? But and that's fair. That's absolutely fair to say that. But clubs like Chelsea, I mean, they qualified for the Conference League as a result of finishing in the Conference League places. So that's fair. But it is interesting to think about nonetheless, don't you think? Like, I don't know. I've rambled for far too long, so I'm just gonna leave it with you now.